YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It is free to subscribe, share, and like the video, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So I'm not gonna say a word. We're gonna hop right into the video. Make sure you chime in, let me know your thoughts. Let's get it. Here we go.
And let me just say this. For the girlies that be out there talking that hot shit, talking about how you don't need no man, you don't want no man, you in your independent era, that's cool. That's cool. You ain't finna catch me. You ain't finna catch me saying that I'm zit. I don't even talk like that. I don't even speak that to existence, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm manifesting that God is gonna bless me with the right man, and I'm gonna get them unlimited booty rubs. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover girl. I'm not for the streets. I am not for the streets. Shoot, I want to be in the kitchen cooking. You come in and smack it just because you know it's yours. I want to be laid up on the couch watching my Tubi movies while I'm rubbing on your beard. Yes, I need you to have a beard. But if you ain't got one, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be too picky, Lord. I ain't gonna be like, I don't want this one. I don't want this one. Send it back. I just want a good man. You know what I'm saying? That's faithful and loyal and all about me. You know? It seems like it's kind of hard to get out here, but I'm gonna be patient because I ain't looking for it. That's the problem. When you go looking for it, you ain't gonna find it. But best believe I'm open to it when it comes my way. I ain't finna be sitting on this internet talking about how I don't want no man, how I don't need no man, because guess what? Y'all need us and we need y'all. So I ain't even on that type of time, you understand me? So yeah, for all the girlies that's like that, that's cool, you got it. That ain't me. I ain't finna be singing, I ain't got no nigga got me. Y'all wanna have y'all hot girl summer? Or if you in Houston hot girl winter, you can have it. I wanna be booed up.
All right, listen, what do you guys think about what she had to say? You know, every now and again, you see some sensible women out there. You see some women who have a logical mindset. You know what I mean? Women who are open to love and the possibilities of it, of a good man. Whether they're going to find it or not, I don't know, because men have moved their own way. Men are moving in their own direction, and they don't trust the modern woman. So I think that's unfortunate, because even if there are some good women out there, I think the good are going to suffer for the bad, because, you know, the loudest ones have spoken. The hyena bonnet crew have made their statements, and they've pushed it out there loud and clear. And it's almost as if it's the overall arching representation for most black women. And for the good black women who are kind of standing back, they're looked at as if they are a part of the hyena bonnet crew society. And that's not good, because men are very skeptical about modern women these days. They don't want a woman who only wants to take advantage of them. They're looking for something real. That seems to be hard to find. It seems to be so difficult for women and men to establish healthy, stable relationships till it's ridiculous. And you know, I always say, look, marriage, relationships, it's work. It's work. It doesn't have to be super hard if you're willing to work on it and compromise with each other. But if you are stuck in a mentality or the mindset of, oh, a man is supposed to give me everything and he's supposed to do this, and never understanding what your role should be and what you should do to, you know, to give back, then I think that's why it's such a big problem, because there are a lot of women who really believe that they're the prize and they're just special and everything belongs to them. And once again, it stems from our childhoods, how we were raised, what we were taught, or the lack thereof. A lot of us were never given relationship advice. We were never told the importance of a man and a husband and a family. Half of us were never really, you know, taught that marriage was important, because a lot of us come from single parent households who push this independent mindset, who push this idea that, hey, you don't need a man. You can take care of yourself. And if you have kids, you can have them by yourself. You can raise them yourself, not thinking of the importance of how that's going to affect the child. We were never taught, you know, the importance of a child having their father in their lives, because a lot of our mothers were single mothers and raised us by themselves and never thought, you know, never talked about needing a father, even though we struggled. We didn't have a lot because she was doing it all by herself. And she herself had a hard time and was depressed and had issues because it was a struggle. And when you hear women talk about struggle love, you should thank your mothers and your grandmothers who told you could do it by yourself. They don't want to set you up for the struggle love, to do it and struggle by yourself. But the only problem is they never taught you that, hey, or you know, change that mentality, or told you, hey, yeah, a man is necessary. But when you get one, you know, y'all supposed to work together. They have this idea that because they did it by themselves, that a man's supposed to come in and take over, because you were taught to be independent and you had to go out and work and fend for yourself and struggle. Now You're tired of struggling, and now you want the whole kit and caboodle. You want the man to come in and just give you everything. I mean, the world, when you don't even understand what it takes to give yourself that. You've never been able to give yourself the world because you were struggling by yourself. So what if this man had to struggle and build himself up to a certain level? You think he's supposed to come in and just take you on and your kids, because most of them have kids, and give y'all this rich lifestyle that you've never dreamt, that you've always dreamt of, that you've never been able to establish yourself? Why is it his responsibility to come and do that? As opposed to you understanding that a relationship means y'all both bring what y'all have to the table and you build up on that. But they're tired. The women are tired. They had to struggle and work with their 3 kids because the baby daddies wasn't and they didn't do anything to help. So they got to do it all by themselves. And now they're tired. By the time they want a man, when they're 40 years old, they think a man's supposed to come in and see how tired they are and just give them a easy life. Well, he hasn't had an easy life. He had to work hard for what he's attained. He don't want to come and just risk it all on you, and you might not even be the type of woman that's best for him. So when you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table, you should have worked on yourself enough to know what it is you should be bringing to the table for a man. Seeing as you know everything that you want him to bring to the table, you should have a set of things or things that you believe you should be bringing to make his life as good as you want him to make yours. But nah, we've never been taught that. We've been taught take. Don't give a goddamn thing to a man. But a man himself is supposed to be like Jesus. He's supposed to come in and just grant you all your wishes and all your dreams and everything you've ever wanted, while you, on the other hand, are still lost in the sauce mentally. You don't know what it means to be a wife. You don't know what it means to be a companion. You don't know what it means a lot of times to be the best mother. But all you know is you want a man with some money. He got to come in. He got to do all this and do all that, child. And then you don't even be the type of quality woman that these men would need. Unfortunately, once again, y'all, it's just a bad situation for people who are single out here, who are looking for real committed relationships, because a lot of people are looking for this superficial, unrealistic something that just does not exist. So we got men over here, women over here, everybody complaining, and everybody not getting what they actually want. So how do we get there? You got to start being realistic. You got to start being accountable. You got to start understanding how men work, how women think, what is needed. What do you want? If you want to be single, stay single. If you want a relationship, you got to figure out what it takes to get it and how to keep it. And stop complaining, because that's not going to stop complaining about men needing to level up. They're going to level up when they want to level up for themselves, because they don't owe you or anybody else anything. You know, just like women say they don't owe a man anything. Well, that goes both ways. Y'all can't walk around as women and say, I would not deal with this. I'm not settling. And you think a man is supposed to settle for you? So this is just interesting to see how this play out. But this is not a good look when it comes to building our communities and generational wealth. For people who think that they can do that on their own, you're in for a rude awakening, I must say. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.